We are on the penultimate episode. Better Call Saul. Called Waterworks. There was Waterworks from us. We were near greeting at the prospect of how fucking shite this episode was.
I can't believe how bad this show's got since Lalo died. Not that I thought it was great at that point, but Jesus Christ, the last like 4 or 5 episodes, they've just tried to cram everything in, and it's not working. They've got the time skips. You've got present day, future day.
See the present day with Jane, right? Why is that? Like, why is everything still dragged out and shit? You should be dragging out the flashbacks, maybe. Fucking no. See all these doing all these schemes, giving these guys Cinnabons, fucking a fake dog, cutting the wires off a mobility scooter. Why?
I think that's Mike Dunn, Gus Dunn.
Must be.
It just seems very anticlimactic the way.
Gus sipped on some wine and fucked off back to TJ.
Oh, but it just seems very anticlimactic the way that was going, and then, like, what about Mike and his? Do you not get to see him, some closure for Mike? Like, I know you could argue he gets his closure in Breaking Bad, but I mean, are we supposed to?
Maybe the closure was him saying that Walt's a bad idea, and Saul went, "Nah, fuck it, it's a good idea." I don't know, but episode kicks off. Saul gets the divorce papers. Boom. We're gonna get a wee call for Kim soon, and then cut back from it. I was gonna say commercial from the intro. We basically get like 15 minutes of what Kim's life is like in Florida, and this dragged. This felt about like 15 hours. Like, I just don't get it. Why do we need to see this? Like, I understand why we need to see her in the future, right? Or like present day, 2022, or whatever year this is set. But why does it need to be dragged out like this? She's got a different hair colour. She works in some shite fucking job.
And it's overdoing it, like it's showing you at parties and stuff and trying to introduce new characters, and it like legit waste about 10-15 minutes on that.
Oh, the ecstasy, that's what the young ones are on these days.
And then it's showing you a new relationship with some guy that must just be boring the fucking tits off her. Like, I mean, hey, that looks dangerous. You think we could do that? No, probably too dangerous.
And he spins around in his seat. Fuck off. I'll fucking batter you, mate. I don't even know what your name was. Don't really care what your name was.
And oh, I couldn't get the mail you wanted, so I got this. Technically, it's not mail. I mean,
I can't believe it's not butter. Well, I can't believe it's not Breaking Bad. This show's fucking pish. Couldn't tie Walter White's fucking test tubes together, man. It's pish. But she goes into work like the following day. Phone call. Who's the phone call from? It's Saul. And it's just a weird ass phone call, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like, I don't know who was looking to achieve what from this call. I mean, I think he's just trying to, like, because it's never, nothing's ever going to happen here. And it just set up the finale, essentially. Because basically, he's like, oh, I'm still alive. And then she's like, I'm happy you're alive, puts the phone down. Alright, time moves on. We then get her arriving at Albuquerque, goes to Howard's wife's house. We also see a scene in the courthouse where she's obviously put in her statement, and then basically we get her to read the statement. Basically admits to everything, all the involvement with Lalo, believe like Mike, Tuco, Gus, Howard, basically detailing Howard's death. And then Kim basically goes on to say about oh well, I might not be like arrested or pressed with any charges because it's all like untangible evidence. But it's like, if she's like admitting all these connections, right, and the police know about the Salamancas, about Mike,
Yeah,
about
how's
the
she
meth,
not going to jail?
It's
See,
not-
she says there's no physical evidence. They only need evidence if you're denying something. If you're admitting to it, then why do you need evidence?
if you're saying that Lalo Salamanca killed Howard and that Mike and Gus basically cleaned it up, the police know that they're in this underground network and have committed so many fucking crimes.
Yeah, why wouldn't they believe you?
Like, I'm not saying she's going to get like 30 years rammed up her ass here, but surely she has to be charged for something.
Yes.
I'm not a fucking lawyer, but surely. And then she basically tries to act all smug to Howard's wife. It's like, I'm not getting arrested. It's like, fuck off back to TJ, man. You boring bastard. We then get a flashback where she's in Saul's office. Another really weird scene. Basically, she signs it. He then gets it. He's like, so Florida. He's like, so why Florida? And then as she's about to explain it, he's like, it doesn't matter. Signs it. She fucks off. Emilio! Who's Emilio? It's a guy I feel like the pilot in episode 2. Crazy Eight's cousin,
But
isn't it?
people are going to say this is fucking great just because this guy's in it.
I know. It kind of gives you an idea of the timeline. I like that sort of stuff, but this is like pilot of Breaking Bad just before. So, and then that basically says from the just before the pilot in Breaking Bad, the current day, it's been about 6 years.
Nah, give
So,
or take.
give or take around that. So when did Better Call Saul start? What year? I remember some dates in like season 4 said like 2004, but I'm not really. I don't fucking. Basically, if I was to make a prediction, I think Better Call Saul is based around like the black and white shit is around the mid 2010s. Has to be. I don't know. Anyway, though, that happens. Kim then leaves the premises. Who's outside? It's Jesse. Not looking as old as he did last week, but he's still looking pretty old. Goes on to talk about how is Jimmy a good lawyer? He wants a cigarette here. He's like, is he going to get my buddy Emilio off? Then he says to Kim, I know you. You got Combo off because he stole the baby Jesus statue. They probably mentioned that in Breaking Bad, so here's a 10-minute fucking scene about it. And then she's like, when I knew him, he was. And then runs off in the rain, and Jesse just throws his cigarette in. Is that the last of Walt and Jesse? Even though Walt wasn't in this scene. I think they'll be in the finale, especially Walt. They'll probably try and show some parallel with him and Saul. Force Bryan Cranston down your throat. But to be honest, guys, I'll fucking take it. Back to black and white. There's so many cuts here. Jeff crashes the car. Fucking it. I don't know what this was achieving. This obviously looked like it was some sort of plan by him and Saul. How like stupidly done it was. He then like Saul then goes to crack the guy who's got cancer in the house with like his dog's ashes. Again, why he went back into this house, I do not fucking know, but he did. But as he's about to do it, the guy falls asleep. Saul then creeps out the front, but then that's when Jeff does his whole shenanigans. He escapes. Then they call on the phone. He then pretends to be Jeff's dad. This is just weird.
Shenanigans. He drives off and causes the crash.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I might explain it a bit more.
I did. I explained it about 10 minutes ago.
Same shenanigans, mate.
Yeah, and then but like a minute before that, I explained what he did. Alright, mate. Maybe if you listened and paid attention. Did you not pay attention to the episode?
No, I'm half fucking asleep, actually. Nice.
There you go. But aye, so that happens. He phones him. Oh, I'll go get your mother and we'll get you off. Blah blah blah. He then phones Marion or whatever fuck her name is. Alright, I'm going to get your son off here. I'll be around to get you in the morning. And then as soon as she went for the laptop, right, it was like me going to do a Rangers review. I knew what she was doing. She was obviously going to Google Saul Goodman. I said it. Yes or no?
But why though? Did I miss it? Why did she, how did she get alerted onto? How did she get the name Saul Goodman?
She must have just obviously linked that he was in Albuquerque and shit. I know. I don't really know. Well, she says it herself. She says she typed in "con man" in Albuquerque, but I just guessed. Well, that few minutes left in the episode.
Do you think she was looking for a lawyer for her son?
No, I think she must have just assumed that. I don't know, but she fucking knew something, man. Maybe when she looked out the window last episode and saw him like fucking barking over, she went, that looks like that guy. But of course she was on about when she was on the phone. Remember she said she was on the phone for hours trying to get her son off in Albuquerque? Maybe she was on the phone to Saul then.
Maybe.
And she recognised he's got PTSD here from his voice. Saul then comes over. He basically hears this promo package on the laptop. He then basically confronts her, and then things get intense. He pulls the phone out. He starts wrapping the wire in his hand. I thought it was game over here for Marion.
I was hoping it was game over for her, but unfortunately,
I thought he was going to cross that line.
Unfortunately, she lives to fight another day.
Yep, she presses the button. She's like, "Oh, Saul Goodman's in my hat," and at this point, Saul's fucked. Calling it now, guys. He's getting arrested, and that's it. Him and Kim are going to get. Well, I don't think Kim's going to jail, but Saul's getting life in jail. He's not going to get the death apparently, but he's getting fucked. Put it that way. He runs out. The door closes. Kind of like how episode 15 of Breaking Bad ended, where the police showed up and it's just the whiskey sitting there. But what's the end game for Saul? What do you see from this? If you care.
Honestly, I don't really, but maybe he'll get like a Walter White kind of treatment, but only he escapes and doesn't die. I don't know.
But that's already happened to him.
True.
To me, he's getting arrested. I think it'll be fitting for the guy who got so many people off, ended up in jail.
Anyway, for me, bad episode. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10.
What about the Jesse cameo? Did you like it?
It was alright. I mean, it wasn't enough to make me think, wow, great fucking episode, but it was okay.
Yeah, I'll give the episode a 4. Not that good, guys. Anyway, average it at 3.5 out of 10. Right. Turn it up for the finale. Turn it up.
Go all out, fucking make it the best episode ever.
That's it. Till then. Peace.
See the finale though?
Aye.
Can it not be in black and white? Or do you think it will be, won't it?
It will be because they'll show other
And they
flashbacks.
don't want to confuse you. Anyway.
But see, in my opinion, I can tell. One, he has a mustache.
True, yeah. I get it, I know.
They make him look older. Kim's hair's different. Fucking, and everyone they show in flashbacks will be more or less dead. Anyway, that's it. 3.5 out of 10. Peace.